If you're seeing a Tinkercad network error, don't panic. In this video, I'll walk you through the fastest ways to fix it step by step so you can get back to designing without guessing, wasting time, or constantly refreshing the page. This usually comes down to a browser issue, a temporary Autodesk server problem, or a network setting that is blocking the connection. And before we jump in, if this tutorial helps you out, please hit like and subscribe for more quick software fixes and how-to guides. First, let's check whether the problem is actually on Tinkercad's side. Open your browser and go to health.autodesk.com. This is Autodesk's official status page, and it can tell you whether Tinkercad is experiencing a wider outage. If the service is down, then the network error is not something you can fix locally, so the best move is simply to wait and try again later. While you're there, look for any alerts related to Tinkercad, Autodesk account login, or real-time services. If the status page looks fine, go back to Tinkercad and refresh the page. You can press F5 on Windows or Command+R on Mac. Sometimes the editor loses its connection to the cloud database for a moment, and a simple refresh is enough to reconnect everything. If the page still shows the error, try fully closing the tab and reopening Tinkercad in a fresh session. Next, let's check the browser itself. Open an Incognito or private browsing window. On most browsers, you can use Ctrl-Shift-N on Windows or Command-Shift-N on Mac. If Tinkercad works in Incognito mode, that's a strong sign that something in your normal browser session is interfering with the site. That could be an extension, stored cookies, or cached data that has gone bad. If Incognito works, the next step is to clear cookies and site data. Go into your browser settings, find privacy or site data, and delete cookies and other site data from the last 24 hours, or clear them for Tinkercad, specifically if your browser allows that. Old or corrupted login cookies can stop the editor from syncing properly, especially if your session expired or the login token got stuck. While you're in the browser settings, make sure hardware acceleration is turned on. In Chrome and similar browsers, this is usually found under System Settings. Hardware acceleration helps the browser handle 3D graphics and web-based rendering more efficiently, and in some cases, disabling it can cause Tinkercad to misbehave or fail to load properly. If it is off, turn it on, restart the browser, and test Tinkercad again. Now let's move to your internet connection. If you're using a VPN or proxy, turn it off temporarily. VPNs can sometimes trigger security checks or create an IP mismatch that Autodesk may flag, which can cause a network error in Tinkercad. After disabling the VPN, reload the page and see if the issue is gone. If you're on a school or office network, the problem may be coming from a firewall or blocked domain. In that case, your IT team may need to whitelist *.tinkercad.com and *.autodesk.com. Tinkercad depends on specific cloud connections for saving projects, loading the editor, and running simulations, so a restricted network can break those features even if other websites still work. Another helpful fix is to flush your DNS cache. On Windows, open Command Prompt and type ipconfig/flushdns, then press Enter. This clears outdated network records and forces your device to look up the correct server addresses again. If your DNS cache is stale, your browser may be trying to reach the wrong destination, which can cause connection failures even when the site is working normally. After that, restart your router. Unplug it for about 30 seconds, then plug it back in and let it reconnect fully. This refreshes your local network path and can resolve temporary IP or routing issues. Once your internet comes back, open Tinkercad again and test whether the network error is resolved. If you've gone through all of these steps and it still isn't working, try a different browser or a different device. That can help you quickly narrow down whether the issue is with your computer, your browser, or your network. In many cases, one of these fixes will get Tinkercad loading again almost immediately. So to recap, check the Autodesk status page, refresh the browser, test Incognito mode, clear cookies, turn on hardware acceleration, disable VPNs, confirm firewall access, flush DNS, and restart your router. Those are the most effective ways to fix a Tinkercad network error. If this video helped, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple tech tutorials and troubleshooting guides. And if you want, I can also make a follow-up video showing how to fix Tinkercad not loading, Tinkercad login problems, or Tinkercad saving errors next.